Hello everyone, thanks for joining. In this video, we are going to start with our fourth practical, Azure Data Factory practical number 4. If you haven't seen practical number 1, 2, 3, please go and do watch that. I have created the Azure Data Factory playlist, Azure Data Engineering playlist, and we are covering all from a basic. So if you haven't subscribed my channel, please do subscribe it. So let us start. If you will see here, so we have a one business use case. So we have a data that is available in Azure SQL database, and we want to transfer only the specific column from the product table. So in SQL database we have a product table, and we want only the specific column that to be transmitted into a Azure blob storage location in a CSV format, because our data science people want to use that it for the analysis. Okay, so we have a Azure SQL database where the product table is there, and we want to create a data factory pipeline which will transmit only the specific column from this table to a blob storage in a CSV format. And this CSV file actually the data science people will use for the analysis. So that is how actually we are going to create. Now if you will see, pipeline should run and able to transmit only the specific column to a location, not all complete product table. We want only a specific column from that table we want to transmit. The second is data available in a CSV file data science people will use for the analysis. Okay, this is a requirement. Now let me go to the Azure Data Factory. So this is my Azure Data Factory. Okay, let me click here. This is Azure Data Factory. So we already have a SQL database. Okay, let me show you. Click on the SQL database. We have already created a SQL database. Click here. Once you will click here, go to this query editor, click here and just log in. Okay, once you will log in that, click OK. So if you can see, this is the query editor where actually we are going to do a query. Click on the table, and we have a product table, right? This is the table. If we will run that, you can see we have a so many columns are available. Let it to be executed. You can see we have a product ID, we have a name, product number, color, list price, size, and so many columns are available. Okay, what actually we want product ID, we want name, we also want color, we also want standard cost, and we also want the other column is list price. Okay, from this table we only want this table, this column for the analysis. So how actually we can use this in a Azure Data Factory so that we can transmit in a CSV file so that our data science people can do that. Okay, now I will open a data factory. Okay, so this is a data factory studio. Let me go to the home. Once you will open the data factory studio, this will look like this. Okay, click on author. You will see all your pipeline will be here. Okay, just click on the pipeline, click on the data set. Now click on the new pipeline we are going to create. Okay, this is a, and click on this move and transform. Click on the copy data, because that is what we are going to do. What we are going to do from SQL to blob, right? So this is the pipeline we are going to create. Now let's see what is our source. Our source is like, we are going to create a new source. Our source is SQL database, Azure SQL database. Click on the Azure SQL database. Click on the link service. Link service we use it for the connection. Click on the subscription. Click on the server name. Click on the database and click on the your login and password. Okay. Okay, and then after that just click on the test connection so that you will get a clarity like whether it is connected successfully or not. Click on the create. Now after that we will select the table name. Our table name is saleslt.product and click on the OK. Once you will click, our source is now ready. If you can see, source data set is ready. After that we have option of the use query. In a use query, click on this query. In a Here actually we can write a query. So this is the column actually we want to be fetched. Okay, so I have given a query name. Okay, so when we will execute, then we will get more clarity whether it is successfully happening or not. Now coming to the sink is a blob storage. So what we will do, we don't have any blob storage as of now, so we are going to create a blob storage. Click on the storage here. Can see, once you will click on the storage, we are going to create a storage account. Okay, click on this create. You have to select the resource group, and after that we have to give a blob storage, and after that we just have to give the next. Okay, I will go with the by default. I don't want any encryption and all. I will just create it. Okay, click on the create. So this is going to be created a storage account. There actually we will create one container, and there only we will save our file that actually the data science people will use for their analysis. Now you can see deployment is in progress. We just have to wait. Let's wait, deployment is still in progress. So after that we will create a data set for the sink also. That is our target. That is nothing but a blob storage. Okay, let it to be completed so that we will create a storage account, and there only we will save the file. Okay, in real case also it happens like in by default, if you are joining late, if the project is not from scratch, so you will be having a blob storage by default created, and you will be having a data factory also available, and you will be having a SQL database by default. You just have to go and you just have to query. Okay, now you can see our storage is ready. Click on the container. Click on the plus container button. Here we are going to give a we can give curated data as a folder, where we are creating a one folder curated. Click on the create. Once you will click on the create, this curated folder is now created. If you will see, we don't have any file as of now. Now go to the data factory studio. Okay, so this is our pipeline. Our source is now ready. Now we are going to create a data set for the our blob storage. Right, our blob storage, we are going to create a connection. We are going to store the file as a delimited text CSV form, and we are going to create a new connection. Just select the subscription. Just select the storage name. The storage name we have created. After that, just click on the test connection. Click on the create. After that, it will ask where actually you want to store. We want to store in the file in a curated folder. Whenever the pipeline will run in this folder, actually it should load. Click on the OK. Now our source is ready, our now sink is ready, and we have given one query also. This only the column it should fetch. Now let's see whether it will work or not. Once you will do all these things, click on the publish all button. close. I think there is some problem with the pipeline one. Let me delete this pipeline first. Okay, and now let me publish again. You can see, just publish it. There was an error on the previous pipeline, that's why it was giving error previously. But again I have clicked on the publish and it is in publishing mode. Once it will complete, we will run this pipeline and we will see whether the data is getting copied or not. Okay, it is published now. Click on this add trigger and click on the trigger now. Now the pipeline will run. If you want to monitor this pipeline, go to the monitor window. You can see it is running. This pipeline is running. We have to wait it to be completed. It is about to complete. We just have to wait. Okay, and now once how actually the pipeline is running, so it will transmit the data from your SQL database to a blob storage. Now it is successfully ran. Okay, now go to the curated folder blob storage. This is our blob storage. Go to the container, go to the curated folder. Now you can see this is the file which is now available. Let's see, and let's see the data, because we wanted only the specific data, right? So let's see whether it happened or not. Click here, click on the download button. Now let's see, only the 5 column it should transmit. Now you can see we have a data for this product ID, product after that name, and then color and the price. So whatever the column we have selected, that data only it fetched. Okay, not all the column. So that is how actually it works. So the thing is, like in a data factory, if you want to transmit only the specific column, so we have a flexibility in a source itself. We can select the whole table and we can select the specific query, the SQL query, and based on that we can transmit it, right? Okay.